Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome to another episode in our Rimworld series. Now, last episode we started to get our... Oh, we're on fire, that's not good, is it? I've got the game paused on, by the way. Last episode we started to do our cooking area, our food production area. So this is going to be our kitchen slash workshop, and this is going to be our refrigeration area. We're also going to have down here our dining area. We did also hook up our power and some batteries inside as well, which is going to be pretty good. We might have to build a turret as well pretty soon for defences. But yeah, I think this episode will really concentrate on getting this food production completed, and then hopefully start to mine out some more areas. I think bedroom wise, I think we might need to try and maybe do one more just to see what's going to happen in the near future. You never know when someone else could join the colony. We've already got this guy here who is currently one of our prisoners, and hopefully he will become one of our colonists pretty soon. But as soon as he does, we can just change his bedroom back to a colonist rather than a prison room. Anyway, let's restart the game. Here we go. Now, because this is in our home area, chances are they'll come and put the fire out. Is it in our home area yet? It can't be far away, can it? No, it's not actually in our home area. Let's just make that our home area for now, because it's going to be our home area. Because of the geothermal that's there. And then this is going to be our home area as well. So now everybody should come straight out and put the fire out, I believe. Maybe not. Oh, we have actually got a few people. I remember when we started the game now, there was a few people that were unable to do firefighting. Now Joel is doing a very good job of beating the fire out. It looks like Molt is coming out to help him. Yes, he is. So that's not too bad. We've got a couple of guys beating the fire out, and it looks like they're actually getting it down quicker than when it's going. Icon's going to help as well. Good lads. Oh, it's sort of spreading towards the farm. Don't let it hit the farm, whatever you do. Well, at least they're taking it out quicker than it's spreading. That's the main thing. And there we go, it's gone. There we go, that's good. That is good. So everyone now has got rid of the fire. And the cook stove is up and running. But why is that not showing us having any power? Is there somewhere that's not... Is there a power break? Oh, for some reason they just haven't wired it all up yet. It's a bit annoying, isn't it? Let's put another cable across there, give it a little bit of redundancy. And hopefully they'll get that powered up, because that's what we want to get going. So we're going to add bills, cook simple meals, do until you have... we're going to do 15, that's 3 times the amount of people. So basically what will happen is every time a meal is consumed, the chef will come back in and cook more until they reach 15. So essentially we're always going to have 15 meals away in this refrigeration area. Which we will actually mine out now as well. So we'll mine there and we'll mine there, because a room of this size needs 2 of the coolers. There we go, we're all wired up now, and Joel is starting to cook it all. So basically what will happen once this is all mined out, I'll make this into another stockpile. This will be a food stockpile, so all the raw ingredients will get put into here, and all of the meals get put into here as well. There we go, so this butcher's table is now up. So what we're going to do on this one is, because we're not always going to have a lot of animals to butcher, what we're going to do is we're going to add bill to butcher creature. Whenever we have one, we'll butcher it straight away, and all the meat will go into the freezer, and the chef can turn that into food as well. So that doesn't actually need electricity. The cook stove does, but that does not. And I think what we do is, because the cook's going to spend a lot of time in here, I think we will also put a standing lamp just to add a little bit of light to the room, which will make him a little bit happier, hopefully. And the same thing down here with the research area as well. We can actually run power through our base. But I'm going to be anal again now. I want to have it along the middle, so I'm going to leave the power for now. We're just going to make sure that everything is where it should. Now, are these not mineable? Is that why they've not been done? Oh no, it's just you haven't got round to them yet. Okay. Let's haul all of these stones out of the way, because we don't want them in the way. And there we go, the light is on now. That's going to make it a lot nicer in here for Joel, who is going to be doing the cooking. Let's see what you say. Look all the minuses have all gone now. All you've got left is 8 off the ground. I don't know why you've eaten off the ground for. We have got the table set out there for you now, so I'm not quite sure why you've done that. So hopefully we're going to be harvesting some more soon, and we are. The potatoes are grown. The corn is pretty close, and the strawberries are getting there as well. It's pretty warm outside. 30 degrees. I don't know if that helps the rate of cooking. Remove that, is that a plan? Yeah, it is. So now you're taking out that block there, which is going to allow us to put in a heater. So you've got a blue side and a red side. So the blue side is the area that is going to be cooled. So we want to do that. So it's going to cool the area inside the refrigeration area. Also, of course, we need doors. Otherwise, it's not really going to work. So we're going to have a door there and a door there. So essentially, this room here is going to be a little bit cold. But it's going to reduce the amount that the temperature goes up in here every time the door is open. Because this door is going to get open quite a lot. People are going to bring food in. The chef's going to come in, get the food and cook it, and then take the meal back in. And people from here are going to come in, take the meal, and go back into there. So that's why we have this little area here, which is going to be quite cold, and it's going to reduce the amount of time this heat is going to influence the actual refrigeration room. So Ninja's doing a good job of cleaning. It is worth having a full-time cleaner in this game, I think. It seems like a bit of a waste, but at the same time, it is definitely worth it. So I'm not going to reduce the temperature too much at the moment because it's really going to affect Icon who's working in here. Plus, there's no food near at the moment anyway, so it's not a major problem. Let's get you to haul the rest of these stones. And we're looking good. And there's no point in doing it yet because we haven't knocked this wall out yet either. So essentially, as you can see, the line on these solar panels, that's dropping now because it's getting towards night time and there's no sun. So that's why we have the batteries here, so we can live off the light. We can live off the power we've gained during the day, during the night, so we can still power everything, which is good. So now Diva, still got a couple of blocks left to mine out in here. And once we've done that, we can make this into our food stockpile. Let's haul these things as well. And I think this is going quite well now, actually. We've got our food production up and running. We've got a bit of cloth, which looks like it might actually be going to waste at the moment. We will use that pretty soon for carpets. Is going to be the main thing we use it for, because that really helps with the beauty of a room and makes people a lot happier. So we're going to have it in here. We're going to have a joy room. So we're going to have pool tables and we're going to have chessboards and things like that. In here we'll probably have a few more of the important little bits and bobs, such as a trade console and some of the other things that we might need to use. What else is there? Might have a few of the animals in here as well, just give them somewhere so they're not outside all the time. I think most of our animals are dead anyway at the moment because good old Icon went on a bit of a crazy binge and killed everyone. But I think that's behind us now. So again, we'll just keep rotating this till the blue is on the inside. Now, the reason I've got 2 is because a room of this size takes 2 to really keep it cool. And I can also now, I can build a stockpile. So again, we're going to build a stockpile inside here. But what you can do is you can click into the stockpile and you can change some of the stats to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear everything. And we just want to store in here food. So that will store raw food and meals. And meat as well, so that's pretty good. We will also store animal corpses. So if we do go hunting and we kill an animal, it will get put in the freezer so it doesn't waste. And then I'm also going to make this critical. So it means that no matter what, all the food will go in here. Food can still go in here. If there's an overflow in here, food will still go into here. But if there's space in here, the food will always go in here. That's the basis. And then we can click on the heaters and you can turn the temperature down. We're going to turn it down to -1, so I think it's going to be frozen. And we turn this one down to 0, because I think that's a cheeky way of doing it, isn't it? Power needed 200. I might be wrong. There we go. You can see on the right-hand side, the temperature indoors has now dropped to -1. There we go. So as you can see now, because this is keeping it at 0, the power needed is only 20, whereas the power on this one is 200. That's the cheeky way of doing it. So this one only kicks in if it needs to. So there we go. Now we've got a full-on cooking situation going. Now we can start mining. We can start hunting, sorry, if we need to. But at the moment, we've got enough food coming from here. And here we have some herbal medicine coming as well, which is quite good. We can start giving that to our prisoners rather than giving them proper medicine. Malt, what are you up to? You are harvesting Zerigium. Okay. I'm struggling now because I really want Malt to be doing the researching, but obviously you're a #1 grower as well. Mining wise, let's give you back to mining. To growing, sorry. Let's take you off growing and put you mainly to research, because we really need to get that done ASAP, really. So at least that's all that up and running now, so we've got a bit of happiness. What we can do mining wise is start to take out the middle lines. Let's do the whole corridor, because then I can start to run power through, because I've got a real anal thing about running the power down the middle of the corridor. And then what we'll do is we will then run power down here and put lamps in all the rooms, so people start getting rid of the in darkness debuff as well. Todd, why don't you just give up and join us? I don't understand why it's taking you so long. Just do it, man. Come on, Ninja, sort him out. Got a 3% chance. It can't take this long, surely. We have more than 20 goes. Oh, still failed. But the best thing about this is, even though he's failing, every time he does it, you're leveling up your social skills. Not the best, because you're not actually passionate about social, are you? I don't think anyone is. That we've got. No, nobody's really passionate. Everyone's just got 4 as a maximum. The best social person, oh, isn't it? Very good. Ivory's only 3. Be nice to get him though. It'd be nice to finally have him, and then we can stop having to feed him. He can start to feed himself then. He can start to contribute to us rather than us just feeding him. Got some more visitors coming. It'd be nice to get all this crap hauled out the way as well. Basically what we're going to do is we'll have another cook stove here eventually, like I said, because when you get quite a few people in your colony, it's difficult for one person to cook all the meals. And on this side we're probably going to have a brewery, so we can start to make beer for our people as well, which is something that we might be able to look at doing soon. I'm not going to concentrate on it yet, because it's an extra thing to farm, takes away some of their time. I'm also going to put in here then medicine maybe as well for now. We will have a dedicated medical room later on where it will be frozen once again, the meds to stop them going bad. So let's go to manufactured medicine. So lock the medicine away in there as well so it doesn't spoil. And you see the amount of time people are taking. Ninja just got a meal, taking it all the way around there. Once we get this all linked up, it's going to be so much better for us, but I want to get everything. There we go. Pneumatic picks is finally researched. Now mining should get a lot quicker. So the next thing we want to look at is going to be... Ooh, what should we look at? What should we look at? What should we look at? I think what might be the most effective thing to do first. I would normally go for geothermal, but we're okay at the moment with what we've got power-wise, so it's probably not the thing we need to go for, really, is it? Maybe we'll go for geothermal power, or brewing, or stone cutting. We're not going to have anyone to do any stone cutting yet. We don't really need to yet anyway, so I'm going to say probably geothermal. Bugger it, we're going to go for it. Geothermal gives us a much more consistent power. If we have an eclipse one day and we get no sun, it can really affect us. Right, we can have another raid. So let's see who and what we've got. It's just one guy with a bow and arrow, so it's not too bad. I just see, when you play Phoebe Chillax, it's a lot more easier on you. By now, if we were playing some of the others, this guy's probably actually going to get killed by these two here. The two people that are visiting us. And if they do, obviously we can gain some loot from someone. So it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a battle here between these two. Are they going to spot each other? No, they're not. Kit's done a very good job avoiding Berry there. He's going to continue to come through and attack us then, is he? Okay. Okay. More fool him. Because Malt has got a rifle. And Diva has got a pistol. And those two are just going to shoot him. So let's bring the guy onto us then. So Diva, you need to go a little bit closer because of your gun. Where is he? That's the thing about these big maps, it takes them so long to actually reach us. Where is he? Ah, he's there. He's there already. Good, Diva, you come a little bit forward. He's taken a few shots already from Malt. Come on, take him down. The aim on this game is terrible. No one's very good. Come on, Malt, you come a bit closer. Hopefully that'll increase your accuracy. Come on, people. This does, obviously, every time they take a shot, it does make their shooting slightly better. Mole, you've got like 10 though, haven't you? You've got 10 shooting, so why is it so difficult for you? And you're going to go up to 11 pretty soon, actually. This guy's not too bad. He's got a lot of desire, so he could be a handy one to have. Barrow, oh, Molt with a shot. Is it a bad one? It's a cut to the leg. Come on, people. There we go. Great shot, Diva. Is he dead? He is dead. So we're going to strip him down. We're going to steal his bow as well. And he's got a meal. So you two can now be undrafted. Molt, you need to go and get some health. So we've survived another attack. That's what I was going to do. I was going to do carpet making, wasn't I? That's the one I was going to look at doing. So we get a lot of steel from this as well, which is handy. We're going to have that hauled. I need to get all this hauled as well, because this is just slowing us down at the moment. Ninja's still failing to bring Todd into it. So let's actually plan out some more bedrooms then. So we've got another 9 by 11 here. And then maybe bring in the corridor a bit further down. Like so. And then up here. For a second lot of bedrooms. Like so. And then up here. And then along here. So that's what it's going to be like, I think, with some more 9 by 11 bedrooms, which we will eventually dig out on this side, but there's more important things to do at the moment. We do want to hopefully get the spacious bonus sooner or later. That's really going to help us out with keeping people happy. Oh god, I did that wrong, didn't I? So that's probably what it's going to look like bedroom wise for us. That'll give us 12 bedrooms. That'll be more than enough for now. And then I think on this side we're going to build our production rooms down here, so our stone cutting and things like that down here. And then I think we'll have a hospital up here of 6 bedrooms and then a prison of 6 bedrooms as well. Because if you do have a big raid, you could possibly get 6 prisoners, and judging by how long Todd's been in here for, which I'm still amazed that he's still here. Yeah, judging by how long that Todd's been here for, it could take ages before we actually get these people. So I'm going to cancel those ones there, and hopefully they'll finish mining these a bit quicker. So geothermal, we started doing it. Can I change them? I can. That's still 1200 though, isn't it? Let's continue with geothermal for now, just in case. And then what I might do actually is I might just build one security turret out here, just in case it hits the fan and we need a bit of extra help. Cooking wise, we've got 3 meals in there, which is pretty good, pretty handy. Diva, what are you doing? Right, everyone's cracking on with their jobs now. So Icon is breaking that down, which is good, because I want to run the steel the power cable through there, should I say? Oh, I've already done that anyway. So I'm going to run that down there, and then we're also going to have furniture in here. We want to have a standing lamp, so that will get rid of Todd's in darkness debuff, hopefully. Ninja's going to try and get him again. Come on, Todd, just give in. You 3% chance. We've tried so many times. Surely the laws of probability are on our side now. Nope, maybe not. Todd. You really are a pain in my rear. Really are a pain in my rear. So now Diva is bringing the electricity in here. That's handy, the fact that we just mined some steel, because all the steel is there now on the ground. So Diva can just wire everything up. And sure, if we just press reconnect, that will lock onto the closest cable, and there we go. That should now get rid of your in the dark debuff, which is good. But we're still struggling. You're still eating off the ground. We're gonna have to try and just try and get a little bit of extra help. So let's give him a wooden stool and a wooden table, just so we can have an area to eat, so he's not eating off the floor as well. That might help us in the long run. Farming wise, we're doing okay. Geothermals, we're getting there. We do have our turret up and running now, so if there is a raid that we're struggling with, at least the turret can probably take most people out now, so we don't have to get too involved. Training a Bigfoot, not really bothered with you yet, have I? A lot of our other dogs are dead because Icon went mad on the first couple of days. Oh, disappointing. Well, the Yorkshire Terrier's a bit useless anyway, really. We want the Huskies are what we really want. Ah, cargo pods. Let's see what's crashed this time. And we've got some leather by the looks of it, some chinchilla fur. There's quite a decent amount of chinchilla fur, which, even if we don't use, is quite handy to sell to people. So we're down this side, bottom left of the map, aren't we? There we are. So Todd's table's getting there. Means he'll stop having to eat off the floor, which might make him a bit happier. He's in a little pain. Feeling good. Well, maybe we've got a better chance of getting now because he's got the feeling good buff and 27 convinced by wardens as well. So he must be getting close to being happy. We're not going to have tables in everyone's bedroom. It's just a one-off for this prisoner room, just to try and get him on side, really. So now we've mined all of that out. So let us mine to here. To here. This is a big mining job, this one. But it's worth doing, I think. And we'll do this as well. I don't want him to start from that side. I want him to start from the side we're in. And that might help us. If we can get Todd now, that'd be great, because he's got 10 mining as well, but he's failed again. But that would definitely help us out. How good is Icon's mining now? He is up to 11. Soon to be 12. It'd be great if he was slightly higher though, wouldn't it? He's a really good doctor on Icon as well, isn't he? You are down as a doctor, aren't you? Yeah, that's cool. 6. Ninja, I'm not going to put you down to she's only 2, which is not very good skill of doctoring, really. What's temperature like inside? It's 30 degrees inside. Which is not great, is it? Over here it's 0, which is even better. So you see, if I click on the berries now, it says at the bottom, it says frozen won't spoil. If they're outside, for example, click some berries, spoils in 7.5 days. So in 7.5 days, those berries will just disintegrate and fail to exist anymore. So that's why keeping them locked in here is good. And also with the medicine as well, it's the same thing. Outside they'll slowly deteriorate, but in here they're absolutely fine. So when everyone wakes up, we'll continue on with that mining. Just to link the dining room up with the bedrooms, which is going to be an important thing, I think. It's going to help us save a lot of time. And then potentially we need to start thinking about carving out an extra bedroom and maybe increasing the sizes here. This room here for the joy, I think, could be quite important as well. Might be worth just mining out a little area in there as well. Just again, so we can just start putting a few things in, but we've still got the space to expand into later on. Everything's going a little bit slow now. I'll speed through nighttime once again. Yes. Broken confused, that's going to be Bigfoot the dog again. Yeah, Bigfoot, our Yorkshire Terrier, is broken and confused once again because of his dementia. That's why it's important to, when you start the game, when you look at the new characters you're going to get, that's why it's important to make sure that you don't have anyone that has dementia, because that happens to the people as well, and it really slows things down when you're trying to get through the game as quickly as you can. Come on, Icon, you can speed through this quicker. You up to 12 yet? You're pretty close, come on. You can do it. Pretty handy to have someone helping you out in the mining, wouldn't it? But I can't really afford to take anyone off anything else at the moment. Todd still decided not, he doesn't want to join us. Cargo pods outside, how good is that? How do I forgot how to do this now. There is a button you can press that gives you, there we go, you double click it and unforbid that, because that's some Yorkshire Terrier meat. That's going to help us out with cooking some better meals, because what you can do is you can go to add bill, cook fine meals. We can do fine meals until we have 15 as well, so they're going to be more important than simple meals. So we'll try and cook 15 fine meals, and then if we've got enough, if we can't do any fine meals, then it will start doing the simple meals. But because we have meat now, it's 1 meat and 1 veg makes a fine meal, I think, and it does give you a buff for eating a fine meal as well, which is very, very handy. Yorkshire Terrier meat and potatoes. That's always handy. Meat and potatoes. If there's anyone out there who does have a Yorkshire Terrier, I do apologise for eating them. But needs come to must when you crash on a deserted Rimworld like this. You have to eat the Yorkshire Terriers. They're not our Yorkshire Terriers, they're just... The meat just dropped randomly on the planet, so it's not too bad. It could be worse. We haven't reverted to eating Hudson yet, or Bigfoot. Hudson's just going to wander into the freezer and eat some berries anyway, is he? No. So Joel has just created a fine meal and now he's eating it. So if we have a look at Joel now, look at his needs, he does have a 8-5 meal buff, which means that in one day that buff's going to disappear, but he's got a +5 mood, which is really going to help him out. So Icon, you've not really done well in 2 days, have you? You've not really mined a lot out. But I suppose it's better than nothing, isn't it? Who else can I put onto mining? Can do that, drop everyone down to a 3. Thing is, I don't want to take anyone off growing. So you're growing, that's your main job. Your main job is mining. Your main job is research. Yours currently is going to be plant cutting, then crafting, then cleaning, then mining. So that's probably not too bad. And then Joel, you are down as a cook, which is good. But maybe if there's no cooking to do, then you can help with the mining. But I think there's always going to be cooking to do at the moment. It's going to take a while to catch up and get enough meals in there to keep everyone happy. That's going to be the problem, I think. No, actually, I always wonder. I don't know how long these episodes have gone on for. I need to set some sort of timer so I know how long they've been going for, because I'm trying to keep them around about the 20-minute mark, which I know is not completely easy to do. But yeah, I think we might have to start to call it an episode here now, because I think it must be getting towards the 20-minute mark now. We're slowly getting towards building our diner area. We have got the food production up and running now, which is good. We've struck compacted steel, which is even better. Our refrigeration unit is up. We've got meals being produced. And yeah, it's all going pretty well now, I think. Everyone's quite happy. We've not got anyone potentially going to break again, which is quite handy. And yeah, I'll see you again in a few days for our next episode. Of course, if you have enjoyed this one, please do hit that like button. It does help me out a lot. And of course, subscribe for a lot more Rimworld and some other games that I will be playing pretty soon. You might recognise, if you've not played Rimworld before, but you have played a game called Prison Architect, you might recognise it does have very much the same look to it. And I think it is run off the same game engine, which is why. And I will be doing some Prison Architect as well. I really enjoy that game. It's really, really fun. But yeah, I'll be doing quite a few other games. So if there's anything you'd like to see me play as well, let me know in the comment section below and I'll have a look and see if I can get a hold of it. And we'll have a little run through. Yeah, I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in a couple of days for some more Rimworld.